All right, guys, so today is day one of President Trump's impeachment hearing. The reason why he's facing impeachment is even though he's a former president and a private citizen now, which is illegal, but we do illegal things now in this country. The reason why he's facing impeachment is because they say that he incited violence on January 6th. Even though we have seen the left politicians, media, organizations like Antifa, the list will go on, that they have been inciting and committing the violence and not condemning it and also funding it for the last 4 years. And a perfect example of this is Antifa and Black Lives Matter. Now let's be real here. 90% of Black Lives Matter protests were peaceful, but the number the media and the left will never talk about is that 91% of all violent riots and protests that happened in America in 2020 were caused from Black Lives Matter and Antifa, according to the U.S. Crisis Monitor. Now, my issue with this here is that we never saw the media, Democratic politicians, Hollywood, or even social media influencers that are on the left condemn this violence, but they were quick to condemn what happened on January 6th. Now, a perfect example of this is a gentleman named David Galen. Now, this is David Galen. He had a lot to say about January 6th, which we'll talk about. But if you even go to his website, I mean, you know what he stands for. Give me a follow and let's work together to make the world a better place. We promote truth and stand against injustice, racism, corruption, scams, and those persons responsible for carrying them out. And when it came to January 6th, I mean, he was very vocal. This is on January 19th. He said a domestic terrorist mob attacked our Capitol, and those members of Congress that played a role in this assault on democracy must be held accountable to prevent this type of crime ever happening again. Before we can unite and heal, we need to prosecute the traitors. So David was very open and quick to condemn what happened on January 6th. Well, do you guys remember what happened to Rand Paul back in 2017? Rand Paul was mowing his lawn back in 2017, and a leftist neighbor that hated conservatives so much, thanks to the gaslighting of the media nowadays and propaganda, went over and attacked Rand Paul while he was mowing his lawn, broke 6 ribs, punctured a lung, had to have surgery and had part of his lung removed because of this violent attack. And now this gentleman, his neighbor, is actually in prison. Well, what did David Galen have to say about this? And he actually just talked about this a couple days ago. Rand's neighbor is a national treasure. He was trying to save our country. He also said the awards ceremony goes for Rand's neighbor. So to recap this all, we have a man named David who has a following that stands for truth and justice and everything that the left talking points are. And then he condemns what happened on January 6th, but then he praises a almost near-life death experience for one of our senators. This is the double standard that we're going to start calling out. Cancel culture, you come after us, we're coming after you, except we're going to hold your words accountable. So David, what is this? What is this, David? Are you encouraging and endorsing violence to our own politicians? Are you? We're going to start holding you guys accountable, and we are going to keep standing for truth and speaking truth without fear. Peace.